Yo, what up? It's Raheem DeVaughn, the Love King, and you know I got soul, yeah.
It's called LoveLand is out now. Your first independent project. Talk about it. Great album. What did it take to make it a huge success being independent?
Man, it took many things. I got a wonderful team, a wonderful management team. Shout out to Kevin Lau, shout out to Jerry Vines, shout out to Jay Hips, Mike Mack, Ron Dixon. Like, this is a wonderful team behind the master plan. It's definitely my vision to be, independent, but it's also my vision to be successful, and it's a learning process. It's been a learning process for the entire team, because although I feel like I'm still a fetus in this, all the OGs that I roll with, like, they've been in the game so long, and they come from an industry background, and the industry is like changed 360. So it's a process learning experience for everybody, man. And we just really just hitting the pavement, running and touching the people, and everybody just doing what they can to make this run very successful for a place called LoveLand.
Right, and I definitely hear the progression and growth in you as an artist. Got the single out, "Ridiculous," written by Neo.
Yeah.
Talk about the next level you're able to take your music
cool.
to.
You know what? I had a groundbreaking moment tonight because I just started performing a Ridiculous record, and it's a challenge because it's such a dope record, man. I don't want to like misrepresent the record, because it's one thing when you write a song and connect it to it, and it's another when you take the responsibility to connect yourself to a song and a brand, to somebody else's brand as well, you know what I mean? And tonight was groundbreaking. That's probably the best performance I've had of that record, you know what I'm saying? And I can just, the more comfortable I get with it and just being on the road every night, like, it's gonna be crazy, man. I think that's one of those records that you got, in time, you have records when you perform for an audience that as an artist you want to perform just because you're an artist and you connected to that song. Then you have your, you have your radio records, and then you have songs that you must perform every time. You can't leave the stage without doing this record. They don't want to hear the record remix. They don't want to hear alternated snare or any of that. You know what I mean? Like, they want to hear that record. And I think Ridiculous is one of those timeless songs.
Right. And just finally, the album is done now, but I guess now's the hard part, promoting it as an independent artist.
That's the easy part.
That's the easy part.
Get it out. Like,
we'll talk about what it's gonna be like as an independent artist.
As far as like promoting it, like this is what we do. Like, this is what I do, man. You know what I mean? Like, the difference is that 10 years ago I might have had to do it alone, in the sense of like, just me and my team. Now I got good it's just on Facebook alone, I got a good 450,000 plus that, you know what I'm saying, that can go out there and help me spread the word.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm definitely not in this alone. This album is not about me, it's about the integrity of music. It's about the fact that R&B is not dead, and really just to put value back into our art. Because for so long we had to do mixtapes, and doing mixtapes is cool, you know what I'm saying, and I'll continue to do that. But it's, we got to put value back into our music.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't just give it away for free, and you know what I mean? And and I think it became to that point you had to give it away for free because people were just like so suspect. Like, man, I don't know if this dude is worth my $10. You know what I mean? So I want to be worth that.
Anything you want to add?
Nah, man, nothing other than the fact of a place called LoveLand in stores now. Pick it up. I'll guarantee it's some of my best body of work. Shout out to all the wonderful artists that giving me the raving reviews, online, and snapshotting, shooting photos of putting up the album and just all of that, man. I'm like off of 72 hours of no sleep. I'm just riding off of like the energy and the high of, having new music out and just the fans. It just feels like, I never feel like I left or anything, but it feels like I'm back. It feels like a new chapter, and it feels like being reborn again.